Hi, this is my video update for the 16th of the 10th, 2013. I should say the 15th as well. It's only just gone 12 o'clock. First of all, congratulations to England. Um, they will be going to the World Cup. I think they've got a very exciting forward line and a good midfield and a half decent defence. Possibly the quarterfinals. Um, but you never know once you get to these tournaments. The biggest problem with England is they're rarely seeded, so we're always going to meet one of the big boys in the qualifying rounds of the World Cup. So that's a problem we've got. If we were seeded, um, we could avoid the bigger teams into the knockout stage. But that said, we're there. The rest of home nations and British Isle nations, Republic of Ireland, well, they're not going. Northern Ireland, they're not going. Wales, sadly, they're not going. And Scotland, they're not going. I would love to see all these countries in the finals. I think it'd be great. But thus is life. Right, update. I've posted some things for the Tracy's family and my mum and dad's page and Tracy's nana page in a book of remembrance in Acklam Cemetery and the crematorium, which is nice. I did find it a bit upsetting, but I wouldn't be human if I didn't feel a bit sad thinking about my mum and dad and what's happened to me and my family and also Tracy's family. I won't be human. So that's good that I feel sad in an odd way. It shows I'm getting better. Played football tonight. I could have played better, I could have played worse. We were man down again. Some people should look at themselves where we play football, whether they're going to turn up or not. And these people know who they are. And I think Tony and Andy are going to do something about it soon. Because, they were pretty yacked off. Well, I know Tony was. Because it messes up the game. The course has gone alright. Didn't go last week. I felt a bit peed off with it all. I just want to go out for a couple of beers instead. I was peed off with the carpet. It's been laying carpets all week. I was supposed to play football on Sunday with train, and I couldn't because of the carpet laying, both in my own house and like open other people's house. One thing I would like to say, I won't mention any names, but I haven't got a mum and dad anymore. I think if you're a young person, you should treasure your mum and dad and not ignore them. Don't have any hang-ups about, they're not cool enough or they're irrelevant. Because remember, we were young once and we've been through what you're going through. I know it's hard for young people these days that they've got to work long hours, but when you've got a family member in hospital, you should at least call them up on the phone or text them to see if they're alright, not use work or whatever as an excuse that you can't go and see them, especially when you only live 20 minutes away from the hospital, and that's walking distance. I don't think there's no excuse whatsoever. You always can make time. Remember, jobs come and go, but family and friends are forever. And I had a job where the most hours I did in a week, I should post um, the timesheets on here, was well over 90 hours. And what thanks did I get for it? Nothing. All it did was make me ill. So if you're working those kind of hours, unless you really love your job and you're getting paid well, or you've got a big debt to pay off, it's pointless. It's pointless. Because I was going to work on my little mountain bike, and the powers that be were going home in BMWs. They were making money off my back. And but one good thing is that I always did the best I could in the job, and I like to think that I did well in the job. But I can't see my mum and dad anymore, or Tracy's mum and dad, and I would love to spend even 5 minutes with them, even 30 seconds with them, just to tell them that how much I think of them and how much I love them. Because once you're gone, you're gone. You can never talk to this person again. I know there's psychics and ghosts, and I've seen some odd stuff myself, but in reality, they're not actually there in the physical world anymore. Um, so it's game over. Those people you'll never see again. I don't know if we go to heaven and if we're going to meet up. I certainly hope we will. Some people who caused some trouble with my family years ago, they've just had some real good news, and I've inquired about their good news, and I've wished them all the best, because I'm not malicious. I believe if you're nasty, it comes back on you. Unduly nasty. Sometimes you have to be nasty with people, like there's this asshole in town asking, oh, can you do me a favour, can you give me some money? I go, no, I'm not a rich man. I look after my, though someone generally needed it, maybe, but I'm just sick of these people just coming up to you, basically accosting you in the street, um, which pisses me off. But, getting back to what I was saying, I think you should love your family and your friends, and I think you can make your own family. And if you're always chasing the money, yeah, two things are going to happen. One, you're either going to be successful, and two, are you going to be fairly and unhappy. Also, you think all these successful people have got there by being nice guys. Sometimes in life you have to be nasty, and you have to be single-minded to get what you want. But when it comes to family members in trouble, they're in hospital or in some kind of trouble, and they're only 20, 15 minutes away, and people can't be bothered going seeing them. When they're in hospital for 2 or 3 days, it's not just for one night. You could understand it to come get out of work for one night. I think it's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. And, when my dad was at death's door, all the family came to see him. Our Rebecca came from London. She spent a night in London waiting for a coach by herself, and this is someone with problems. So that's how much family means to us, and friends. So, so I've had my say in it. I'm not going to mention any names, um, because there's no need of. And I won't fall out with anyone. It's their choice. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying my belief on the matter. And you only have one mum and dad. People can take the places, but they're not your mum and dad. And I miss loads of people. And it's true what Mickey says in Rocky. Over life, Oh, my computer just gone off. Mention making your computer goes off. But in life, you lose and lose and lose. So one day you get up and say, why am I hanging around here for? I might as well go as well. But I'm going to try to keep my enthusiasm for life as long as I can. I've had a couple of compliments about my fitness, but I've come to the area now is I need to do more cardio and I need to eat better and I need to keep off the drink for a week or two um, and drink less because it does you no good. I'm not on about one or two pints in the afternoon or like if you're around your mates out watching a football or something or um, a zombie film. I'm on about getting out and just getting plastered and buying junk food afterwards and like wasting your money on taxis when you've got a bus ticket in your pocket. So I'm having a word with myself about that, especially after that Gaza, um, documentary, heartbreaking. Anyway, bye bye.